Yo, yo. I'm feeling beat today, boys. I've been doing way too much lower body. My back and my knees, everything hurts. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like a few days off of lifting and just paint Warhammer figurines. Let the body heal. And then I'm going to start training for competition in about 2 weeks. So we're going to be doing like a Candido 12-week program. You did overhead squats today, like with the weight extended over your head? That's those are tough, man. Those are really hard. Are you on TRT? Yeah. Were you ever in the military? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, overhead squats. For me, the barrier for overhead squatting for me that makes it really uncomfortable is my ankle mobility, which I've been really working on. I'm getting a lot better. Almost there. I'm almost to where I can do Olympic lifting, but I just don't quite have the ankle mobility yet to do the full range of motion. Yeah, I'm, what is it? Der Schwarzreiter. Yes, I am. I'm not natural. What are you doing today? I'm gonna do bench press. Maybe do a little bit of a little boxing training. Your thumb hurts. Yeah, my upper body feels great, but my lower body, from my L5 all the way down to my feet, my ankles hurt. I just woke up today and I'm like, man, maybe I'm overdoing it. And I haven't really been doing a ton of heavy lifting. Yes, Muathinimi. Yeah, I was a Marine. Well, I am a United States Marine. You don't stop being one. But I'm no, I obviously I'm not on active duty anymore. Who is it? Soy sauce. Just got out of a fight with a chest punch. KO, but he got me with a crazy shin kick. I got knocked out by getting hit in the liver once. That floored me pretty good. I appreciate that. I just Man, liver shots are rough. I did squats along with you yesterday. Oh, so you're feeling sore? I don't feel sore. Everything hurts. It's like old man joint pain. Let's level this camera out here a little. There we go. A little better. Let's see here. There he is. You know, it's funny, Martin, is I'm not a bodybuilder. I guess I have pretty good genetics. Pretty sure my pre-workout almost killed me today. What would you take for pre-workout? I'm just drinking coffee. Actually, you know what? I'll do my warm-up sets incline. So I get that nice pectoral stretch. Let's see how. A marks. Yeah, sore. You know, it's weird though. You get to a certain point where you don't get sore anymore. It's not a very good litmus after a certain point. I get sore now. Like instead of doing like real heavy squats, like if I squat 545 for a set, I won't be sore. But then if I do like body weight split squats, I'll be sore as hell. Let's see, soy sauce. Okay, so I'm doing 4 sets of 25 with about 67 pounds. If I'm doing 4 sets of 25 with 67 pounds, well, I don't know. I mean, like, it's hard to say because I do conditioning blocks. Like, I'll do blocks, usually blocks are like 4 to 6 weeks where I'll do high rep sets, like 25 to 50. And then from there, I'll go into a normal program, which is like six to 8 weeks of regular training. And then I'll go into like a peaking, which is heavy singles and doubles and stuff like that. So this is what I'll say is like, if you're not progressing in some capacity, you're not going to gain anything. So it doesn't matter how many reps or sets you do if you're not adding to it. Do your squats with the back. Martin, I can't do squats today, man. I'm hurting. Where are you from? Chicago, Illinois. I live in Vegas, though. More weight, less sets, especially for strength. You know what's weird, though, is we were looking at the studies, the charts, you know, the overlap between high and low rep as far as hypertrophy. And even though you do demonstrably get more hypertrophy or strength out of a lower rep higher weight, the overlap is actually considerable, provided that you're taking sets to failure. So if you're taking a set of 3 reps to failure, where you can't do 4 reps, or you take a set of 25 to failure, the overlap for hypertrophy and strength is actually pretty significant. Meaning, the takeaway is, as long as you're taking sets to failure, you don't really have to worry about whether you're doing low or high rep. Want to take a whiff of my bum? I just got through eating more beef stew. Sounds like you're living your best life there, troll. Play-Doh, you probably soft like your name. My dude is big. Play-Doh. I don't see a Play-Doh. Troll, if you're gonna troll, you gotta like come up with a new one. You can't just repeat yourself. Like, say something new. It's only funny the first time. Extra soft tender. Yeah, I've been using Skin So Soft. It's working pretty good. Doo-doo. That is disgusting and disturbing. What is your PR? What, for bench press? For 425 raw. So with these, you want to really focus on the stretch, really stretching your pectorals out, which means you could bring your, you could flare your elbows a little and bring the bar closer to your chin, like a guillotine press. And you're not going to be able to lift as much weight, but that's not the point. The point is you want to get that full range of motion. That's where the hypertrophy happens. I want to stretch those pecs out. If I had dumbbells, I'd use those. But the camera bar adds another 4 inches range of motion, so that works relatively nicely. And for these, the tendency, everybody says, oh, it's dangerous, you're going to blow your shoulders out. Well, no, you start light, you work your way up, and then you're going to have bulletproof shoulders. I'm not into scat. What's your VR for every single lift you've ever done in your life? List all of them off. Let me see. Trap bar, 720 pounds. Conventional bar, 685. Squat, 685 pounds with sleeves. Although I don't think I hit depth on that one. 660 to depth, competition depth. Bench press, 475 pounds with a slingshot. 425 pounds raw. Overhead press, probably 225. I don't really do the overhead press. What am I missing? Zerchers, I think. Bad to no good vision. Okay. I'm drunk in Paris. With that bar, you don't need a spotter. Well, you should have a spotter anytime you're working out, but I have spotter arms. You probably can't see them, but I have arms that stick out there right about there. Yeah, and if I drop the bar, it'll catch it. I start power in May, 125 kilogram body weight. Do you do any proteins? I mean, yeah, I make protein shakes occasionally, but not. I don't. I have chickens, so like literally inside the house right now, I have so many eggs. I can't give them away, so I eat a lot of eggs. 3 beers, hell yeah. Do you lift kettlebell? Yes, but not recently. I kind of got away from it. I really like kettlebells. They're fun. I have a I'm in so much better shape than you. I hope so. I'm a 50-year-old man. Here's an interesting pre-workout idea for you to try taking for gluten. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try that. You're not the first person to suggest that. B-Raids, how you doing, man? I'm hurting today, man. I feel old. I feel my age. My boy used to weigh 320 solid. He went to lift more heavy weights and ended up with sperm. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound great. You're 50, yeah. Hell yeah. Old man river. No, 50's not old, but it's like sports old. Oh, what does it mean? I'm as strong as I've ever been, but recovery sucks. Uh, yeah, I know most days like so. Here's the thing: it's like once I get warmed up and everything gets going, I'm good. I'll box with the kids. We'll go to the gym. I'll do cardio. I'll go rollerblading. I ride my bike. I do weightlifting. I do everything. But then after I sit down for a half hour, I get up and I'm like, oh my god. Oh, like, ah. Yeah, like, oh my god, it hurts. The ball inside the testicle. That sounds horrible. But obviously don't inject it. Where would you get something like that, runner boy? Do you know you can't underestimate what you do not end up with one of those, because I've been doing push-ups now ever since this injury. Well, in life there's no guarantees, my friend. There's nothing that's 100% safe, but you can do things to mitigate risk. You know what I mean? Conditioning's a good start. I have no clue, maybe online or a pharmacy. Well, I'll look it up after I get done. Matter of fact, let me look it up right now. Glucose supplements. Oh, you know what? You know what's funny? Oh, I actually got. Check it out, Runner Boy. I have a first aid kit, and in it, let me see what I do with those. No, that's sodium chloride. Hold on there. Oh yeah, here we go. Oral glucose gel. I keep this. I've got epinephrine for anaphylactic shock. This is for diabetics. I got a pretty advanced first aid kit. I could do surgery in my garage if I wanted to. Dude, I got Narcan if somebody goes into opioid poisoning. Me being in construction safety, I go to all these medical first aid classes, and we're all certified for trauma. And they sent me these. I have first aid kits that like come with surgery stuff. I mean, like everything. I could do stitches. But I don't personally do that. I just have all this stuff. Can a vegan become a bodybuilder? Rumor has it there's one or two of you. Yeah, who's a vegan strength athlete who's really really good? Runner boy, who's that guy? the Olympic lifter you like, we both like so much. What's his name? Uh, the Irish guy. God damn it, what's his name? God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Clarence Kennedy. He's vegan. Let's see. I know they sell glucose tablets. Are you the guy who can lift 100-pound dumbbells? Easily. 100 pounds not even a challenge. I wouldn't even consider that strong, to be honest with you. Can you wish my brother luck? He's fighting in Ukrainian-Russian conflict with colon cancer. Oh, man. I'll pray for him. G&B fanatic. Jose Alex. There we go with this guy again. He lost so much weight now, it's crazy. Did I do over there? Everybody in the chat, say hi to Jose Alex. All he talks about is masturbation and gay sex. We can make him feel welcome. He pops on every day to remind us that he has a porn addiction. Shoulder getting greased up. Those are called lengthened partials. Why? Well, you're lengthening the muscle group and you're living in that partial, that stretched area. That's where you're going to get the most hypertrophy. Bulls put in muscle from vegan diet. You can't really compare the species though, because they also have two stomachs for digesting grass. You know, they're like physiologically built different than us. To be fair, Clarence was taking other substances, so I don't think. Let's see. Have you heard of Ernestine Shepherd, 88 years old, lady bodybuilder? Ernestine Shepherd. Lindsay, what's up? Ernestine. Shepherd. Damn. Yeah, I've heard of her. She's 88. You go, Grandma. Womp womp, what's up? That's not good. All right. Fuck Palestine. Who's gay? Oh, we got more of that stuff. Do you derby? I'm not sure what that is. Jose, I'm gonna put you on a 5-minute timeout because we understand you like men, okay? All right. You should collab with Eddie Hall. I'd love to. Canada is going to be the newest state of America. Korea's in a state of emergency. Why is that? What's going on over there? Besides the usual. Ban Jose, he's annoying. I put him on a timeout. And this is his warning. Okay, Jose, like when you come back, I'm not gonna put up with it. Like it's just getting old, okay, dude? Like I don't like to ban people, like, because I'm a big believer in free speech. Even if that's speech I disagree with, and but I'm not going to tolerate disruptive behavior because now you're impinging on other people's freedom of speech. You know, once it becomes to where you're dominating the conversation and you won't let anybody else talk, I have to use my best judgment. But I like to keep it cool, you know what I mean? Keep it cool, people. Runner boy, I haven't made you a moderator, did I? I'm gonna make you a moderator, but be cool. I don't want you banning a bunch of people, alright? If they're making fun of me. I have thick skin, so I can take it. In Iceland, apparently, endurance is important than a muscles. Endurance is important than a muscles. Sean, hey, what's up? Can you ban yourself? Yeah, I don't know. I guess. I'm just because the last friend I made a moderator, he was basically banning anybody who said anything derogatory about me, and I'm like, whoa, chill, dude, it's cool, you know. I just want to avoid the spam thing, you know, the guys that are just repeating themselves over and over again, and you can't get a word in edgewise. If I can't see the chat because all you're doing is talking about your wiener, yeah, you gotta go. Who's that? I'll only use timeouts. Well, that would be Jose, who I just put on a timeout. Runner boy, oh, Matt, what's up? Here, Matt comes to save the day. Some mods get on a power trip, Piers. Yeah, I know, and I know. It's like, people make fun of me all the time. I don't give a shit. I'm a pretty goofy dude. I'd make fun of me too, you know what I mean? Is Anadrol worth the toxicity? Well, they prescribe Anadrol for bedridden patients, and if you take it at the prescription dose, which is 25 to 50 milligrams, it's not any worse than Motrin. But that's not how people do. They take a lot of it, and then yes, it's very toxic. Is it worth it? I don't know. I can't answer that for you. Are you trying to break some records? Are you trying to win a competition? Do you have a goal? I enjoy working out myself. I love it. What is your favorite stack? I don't really have one. I'm not on much. I'm on what's called an, oh, if anything, it's called an old man stack. It's testosterone and DHB. Matt Donald said he used soft invade them. Said soft invade them. For competitions, I've taken Anadrol before, and I'll probably do that again. I'm going to compete in March, as a matter of fact. I've run 500 milligrams of test for a year. I think that's too much for that long. Yeah, I do my blood work every 2 months. 500. I mean, that's like that's the old school, bro. Like 500 milligrams of test, and then whatever on top of that. I would say, like, I would start with. So like I take 200 right now, but a lot of guys like, oh, I think 250 is pushing it. What's your deadlift in kilograms? Oh, you're gonna make me do math? I don't fucking know. 600. Well, on record, in competition, I did 670 pounds. What is that in kilograms? Let me bring up my calculator for you. Everybody says that America's math is backwards and that we should be on the metric system, but I'm like, but we invented everything. So how is our math the backwards one? So that's 303.9 kilograms. That sounds about right. Brazil live. What's up, Brazil? Deadlift PR. Yeah, man. Uh, I haven't really PR'd anything recently. Well, no, a couple weeks ago I hit that trap bar deadlift. That was a PR. Dominic from Poland. What's up? All right. Let me use the bathroom here, and then I'll hit this. Where did you go? All right. You guys need to help me get to 5,000 subs so I can stop streaming every day. I need to take a break. Let me see here. Where are we at? I have a joke. Let's hear it, Marlon. Karen, how old are you? 50. Runner boy. Or no, Matt C. 2 runner. Canada is an area bigger than the entirety of the U.S. Yeah, Canada's huge, man. Yeah, oh hey there, you hoser, eh? They have the strongest natty lifter, eh? Ah, shit, I'm out of chalk. That didn't feel too heavy. So where's the joke? G-Mac, hey, my mom got a wooden leg for Christmas. It's just a stocking filler. The stars in that. No, we already had this argument. I'm gonna look flag etiquette up right now just to make sure. Flag etiquette. Handling, display, hanging flag rules. Let's see here. Displaying the flag. Decoration special rules, illustration guidelines. Flag etiquette. Hanging vertically. So, now I'm right, so fuck off. Wait, yeah, let me sure it's backwards in the phone. I did this last time, we had this argument. Oh, so, okay, so this is weird. It's, okay, that's opposite in real, on the video screen. So you can see, what you can see. No, see, that's right. See, in my screen, that's correct. So facing you. But on that screen, it's wrong. So it, what the fuck? Okay, this is my right-hand side. So let me look at flag etiquette again. I fucked this up last time. To the observer's left. Yes, so I'm observing it. It's to my left. That's correct. As I look at it, it's to my left. That is on my left-hand side as I'm looking at it. So that is correct. We had this argument a couple days ago, and I had it backwards, and it was just like, dude, the camera fucks me up. So then I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait, that is wrong. But it's not. It's not wrong. Yes, it is. As I am looking at it, the stars are in the upper left-hand corner. This is my left hand. This is my right hand. My right hand facing you, observing as I'm observing it. So shut the fuck up. Oh my God! We get this. This Marine said that I wasn't a real Marine because I couldn't be because my flag was backwards, and we had this argument. And I was wrong. I was actually wrong. But I didn't appreciate the stolen valor comment. But then I got to thinking about it. It's like, here's the guy saying I'm not a real Marine, and he's hiding behind a profile without a picture, and nobody can identify him. So I was like, well, who's a real man? At least I have to stand by what I say. You guys know who I am. You see my profile. If I'm wrong, I have to stand by that. Where these little profiles are hiding behind keyboards, and they can say whatever the fuck they want, which I welcome, totally. We like our trolls here. My hands are wrong. The Marines, we were marching, and it's like left, right, left. Your other left, moron. Yeah, so here's the funny thing, LL. The last time, I'm not even joking, the last time I was watching it on my laptop, it was flipped on my phone, but it was right on the laptop. But now my laptop's mirroring the phone. So what the fuck gives with that shit? It's like, come on, YouTube, you're killing me. Like, I want it. I give up. I should just take the flag down and just be done with it. But I like my flag. So here's the thing. So if I flip that flag around right now, so if I do that, the next time I get online, YouTube will flip the fucking way the film looks, and then it'll be backwards again. And I can't fucking win with this goddamn flag. I'm telling you. And of course it's ripped. You see how it's shredded on the bottom? I have two of them that my son disposes of them when he does his flag ceremony with the Boy Scouts. And I thought, you know what? I got them sitting here waiting to be disposed of. I'd be kind of cool to hang one up. I got all shades of hell for that. Let me tell you. Look, isn't you happy to just have fucking patriots in this day and age, you goddamn picky bastards? Are you from the military? No, but I served in it. I still remember the days before cell phones when you had to find people. Yeah, Denzel. You know, hey, there's a reason why people don't talk to you that way in real life. You know what I mean? No, and for the most part, I have pretty thick skin, and I don't take myself too seriously. But there's like a couple things. One of them is like stolen valor. And I shouldn't have let that bother me either. But that one kind of got to me a little bit. Because like every Marine you meet, when you talk to them, every single one of them is special forces, or they're scout sniper. You never meet like a cook or motor T. So, and I tell people I'm artillery and I'm a pogue, and I don't mind. I was like, I stand by that. And I still get accused of stolen valor. It's like, how much weight you messing around with? Right now, there's about 340 on there. I'm about to hit a set here in a minute. B-Raid. A POG. POG stands for person other than grunt. Grunts like to make fun of people that aren't infantry. And then I always say, well, hey, I picked my job. Well, no, I mean, like if you're an admin pogue or artillery or a tanker or whatever, I mean, you gotta be proud of what you did. Someone still's got to do it. But yeah, I would say that the grunts are special people. You know what I mean? They definitely have the hardest job for sure. Prince. Here, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come here, buddy. All right, fine, be that way. Thought my dog wanted in. Apparently not. He just wants to chase the chickens around. Teamwork makes the dream work. Hell yeah. No matter what you do, you should be proud of it. Well, I just thought it was funny because it's like, you're out in Oceanside, California, and you got all the homeless veterans, and every single one of them is special forces. And I'm like, usually those guys have their shit together more than the rest of us do. So the chances of you winding up homeless seem to be, not calling you a liar. I'm just saying there's an awful large percentage of you. What is my workout split? All right. See, I'm not training for competition right now, so I've mostly been farting around, talking to you guys, and just playing with weights and doing all sorts of weird stuff. But in about 2 weeks here, I'll be training for competition. I'm going to compete again in March. I'm going to try to break some national records and set myself in the Hall of Fame for over 50 lifters. And that's going to get pretty regimented. That'll be pretty strict. It'll be Mondays squats, roughly, Wednesday bench, and Friday will be deadlift. Dr. Feelgood, he got elected. We're good. Oh, I hope he makes it to office before World War III breaks out, though. In the UK, you get... I was in the ass. Oh, SAS. Okay, I need glasses. Sorry. Yeah. Although I did train with some Royal Marines. Those guys are pretty cool. I read ass. He said Secret Air Service. Yeah, that's like your version of like Delta Force. Message was held for review. I wonder why I'm not seeing that on this. I don't want to view it. Good luck in the competition. Thank you. So, since I'm streaming from my phone, that's the main chat. And I'm logged. I'm also looking at the live stream on my laptop, logged in from my account. So I'm seeing a couple things on my phone that I'm not seeing on this one. Andy, what competition? I compete powerlifting, so this would just be a local meet for the USPA, United States Powerlifting Association. I'm going to say micro hell. I don't speak Russian, and I have no way of translating. There's not a translation feature here. Let me see. Maybe there is. Let's see here. Can we translate? Nope. Sorry. I misspelled a word. Saying good luck. Thanks, brother. I'll be competing 7th of March. Owen, when's your meet? I want to say it's closer middle of the month. I could log on to USPA and look it up, but it's going to be a little bit later in the month, I think. Where are you competing at, Owen? How big are your biceps, Michael Anderson? I really don't know. I've never measured them. I would be shocked if they weren't 18, 19 inches. Somewhere in there. What is your max squat? Right now, about 660. Most American live on YouTube right now. Did you guys check out my guy Cephas? He's getting ready for a competition, and he was squatting his openers today, and I think he hit 650 pounds like it was warm-up weight. You want to talk about a good lifter? Crazy Daisy. Boom, boom, boom. This isn't a good shirt for that. I was gonna go boom, 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 boom. All right. On that note, let's do some exercising. We were at there's an MMA store here in town on the strip, and my son, who's 13, picked these shorts out. Now, what differentiates these shorts from actual underwear is you can insert a cup in them. These are actually fighting shorts. And he's like, "Here you go, Dad." I'm like, "I can't wear those." Well, I'm wearing them. Bedtime. Good night, Runner Boy. I appreciate you coming by, brother. Everybody check Runner Boy's page out. Give him a subscription. He's gonna be hitting some PRs. He's a lighter weight class to me, but his lifts are beautiful. You want to see like some of the most beautiful squat form. I mean, his squats are just mesmerizing. That's how good his form is. So definitely check him out. Lion, what's up, brother? You know Pavel Nako. I actually think I do. I lift with a guy named Victor Gustarev. Let me look him up. Pavel Nakonenshi. Strongest powerlifter of Ukraine. Yeah, he was at what competition did I see him in? Because he lifts in the WRPF, the World Raw Powerlifting Federation. I lift in the IPL, which is the International Powerlifting League, and I can compete in the WRPF. He's a big boy. I just measured my bicep after seeing one person's measures. My arms are 14, and I don't work out. That's not bad. 15-inch arms is pretty good. Looking buff. Thanks, brother. How many grams of protein do you take? About 1 gram per body weight. So around 200, 220. Mine are 19. Yeah, I guess I'm not a bodybuilder. Like I have decent genetics, and it's I don't carry around a lot of body fat, but I don't ever like train arms, if that makes sense. Like I don't like I might do curls at the end of a workout just to hit them, but I don't ever like specifically try to train to get bigger arms. I'm always just trying to get stronger lifts. Tell me why you love Zercher squats. I don't know. They're just fun. They're challenging. It just seems like a manly thing to do, to hold a weight and to crook your arms and just try to. It's just an ego lift. It's like there's no technique behind it. You just grip and rip. My wife's messaging me, telling me I might have to pick my daughter up because she's in a movie with her mom. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. User in a timeout. Alright. How long have you been? If you're using gear for the second time, what would you suggest? Get your blood work done. I don't know, man. Like if people ask me steroid questions all the time, and like I'm not on a lot of stuff. I was natural until I turned 46 years old, and I run about 200 milligrams of test a week with some DHB, and then for competitions I'll bump those numbers up a little bit. But like I'm just not the guy. I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to performance enhancing drugs. Michael Anderson, strap or no strap for deadlift? For competition, we can't use straps, but I train with straps all the time, especially when grip's a limiting factor and you want to keep going. Nothing wrong with using straps, especially if you're trying to do like AMRAPs where you're going to sets to failure, that kind of thing. Hell yeah, man. B-rays. Start chucking them weights around. That's what I like to do. What's the heaviest you've done in a Zercher, and can you make me go out of my way to bring a calculator up and do math to convert it to kilograms for you? I think the heaviest Zercher I've done, we'll do it easily. I'll say 4.5 plates on each side. And the limiting factor for me with Zerchers is not the weight, it's how much I can hold. What's your diet like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? I do intermittent fasting, so I don't do any of those. I will not eat for 18 hours, and then after that, I just eat whatever. Bob, what's up? I'm 25. Good age to start building myself back up. Any age is a good age. What do I eat? I'm trying to get bigger. You need to eat more. You got to find out what your calories are for the day, like what your body needs to survive, and then like start adding 1,000 calories on top of that. Trend upwards. Don't put a bunch of fat on. You make sure you're training. Plant guy working out right now. Hell yeah. It's 2.2 pounds for a kilo. Yeah, but then I gotta do math. How wide do you go grip on the bench press? My grip's pretty narrow. I've been trying to widen it out because I've been kind of stuck at like the same bench for what seems like a year. I haven't really gone up much. Do you feel using a trap bar is cheating over? It's easier because you have a higher. I wouldn't call it cheating. See, guys look at it like gym lifts training is somehow competing. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I do a trap bar deadlift, they say, well, that doesn't count. Well, it doesn't count for what? Exercise? What do you mean doesn't count? You're training. You're in a gym trying to get stronger. So it's not whether or not it counts as a deadlift. It's whether or not it counts towards making your deadlift stronger than it was before. And you can hit a PR on a trap bar just like you can hit a PR on a straight bar. And the numbers are going to be different. I expect my trap bar PR to be about 30 pounds higher than my straight bar deadlift. It's all relative. And whether you have a 4-inch handle or you're at the floor where you're supposed to be, 720 pounds is still 720 pounds. You can pick that up. I don't give a shit what your increased range or decreased range of motion is. That's still a lot of damn weight. Watching from the Philippines. Welcome. Armando. Reed, hola, what's up? Show me your muscles. Let's do this. I'll bench. Show me your muscles. I don't have any chalk left, Bob. You gotta go to the store. And I don't have a spotter, so I don't know how heavy I can go today. That's a spicy meatball. 295 versus 344 on the trap bar. How high are the handles on your trap bar, though? Because mine, it's a 4-inch increase range of motion. I've seen some where they're 8 inches. So you're practically doing block pulls at that point, which are still useful. Post, it didn't feel light as hell. I could have done a few more reps. I want to go a little heavier. Let's see. The trap bar is easier on your back because you can get under it straighter. I find that the trap bar actually works better for my squat than it does a deadlift. Read. How do I get bigger and stronger? You gotta, this is gonna sound really counterintuitive, but if you want bigger and stronger arms, start doing squats and deadlifts on top of what the training you're already doing. Yeah, because a lot of younger guys, they start out doing arms. Everybody starts with the curls. Yeah, they start seeing that pump bicep, like hell yeah. But then, what you don't realize is the tricep is 1/3 or 2/3 of your arm, and your delts. You gotta have big delts to go with it. That makes your arm look big. Look at half my arm is my delts. So you gotta start doing everything. I only do 5 compound lifts. I do squats, deadlift, bench press, barbell rows, overhead press. And then I pepper in accessories like pull-ups and dips and things of that nature. And that answers your question, KT. If you're skinny, if you're a hard gainer, you got to find a way to get calories down. And that's like, I'll tell guys if they can't cram enough food to gain weight, to start eating donuts and candy bars. And I've heard people tell me, that's horrible advice. You can't tell him to do that. Dude, he's got to get the calories in. You tell me if you are skinny and you can't eat enough food to gain weight. Tell me how to get calories in this kid. Well, I guess he could have some Snickers bars. Yeah, no shit, asshole. Like, just eat. You gotta eat. You gotta find something that's calorie dense and get it down. Because guys that are like, they're skinny guys eating 2,500 calories a day. And I tell them you need to double that, triple it, 5,000-6,000 calories. Their stomach's not big enough for that much food. Eating food becomes a chore in itself. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. I might, on top of like eating eggs and steak and fish and all the stuff that's good for you, I might get some Little Debbie's fruit snacks. 400 calories each. Like eat 4 of those motherfuckers. Yeah. Grant, ever thought of training people? I would never call myself a trainer. I'm a good coach. I'm a great coach for form, especially if you're trying to get your lift dialed in. But I'm just one bro. I like helping people out though. Like, so I like training with people. So if there's any, I don't have a whole lot of people hitting me up right now. So if you want to get with me on Instagram, we can talk about your training. I have freedom in my schedule for that. I'm going to meet somebody tomorrow that I met off of these live streams. He's here in town in Vegas, and I'm going to go over to his house around 9 in the morning, and we're going to work on his squat. So that's somebody I met from the chats. It just so happens to be here in town, so that's convenient. What about spider bar or sissy bar for back squats? I have a sissy squat machine right here. I don't know if you can see it standing up. Right there, that thing. That's my sissy squat machine, and I love that thing. That is straight up quad work right there, baby. Should I also say the overcompensating hurt my shoulder? Dylan. You gotta say more. Did I miss a comment from you? Because what were you, when you say overcompensating, what do you mean? B-Raids, you have a certain music you like. If I'm gonna listen to music, I like to put podcasts on and just listen to people talk while I lift. But I really like, for getting pumped, I like System of a Down, and then I'm really into punk music. Do do. I'm not mad. Voice text sucks. Reed, you're good, dude. You said in another video you eat 150 protein a day. What's your weight? No, but 150 is, I would say about 100. Well, let me think about that for a second. Let's get a real good, accurate number. About a gram per body weight. So, yeah, about 150 to 200. So that's accurate. What's your weight? I weigh 220 pounds. You on gear? Legend. Yes. So that's a short answer. What y'all going to weirdos' houses? Real facts. Oh, he reached out to me and he has some issues, medical issues, and he's having trouble with his squat, and he lives here in town. So after talking to him, I agreed that I could come over and help coach him. I don't know, or he could come here to my place. That's open to anybody. Most people just don't make it to Vegas. Azure, I don't know anything about MK677, so I couldn't tell you if you should use it or not. Peers, any more than 150 to 180 is wasted. Agree with you, and it's also rough on your kidneys over time. Because your kidneys will filter out any protein that the body doesn't convert or use for energy. This guy's not weird. I am a weirdo, but just not in that way. I paint Warhammer figurines. We do Dungeons and Dragons. I'll dress up in. I was gonna dress up in my Sub-Zero costume today in bench press, but I didn't know if you guys would think that was a little too over the top or not. I like to do cosplay. The whole family does. We like to go to like anime and Comic Cons, and we dress up like for Halloween. We all did Demon Slayer. I went as Tenjin Izui. My son went as him and his sister. Him and Della dressed up as the brother and sister. My wife went as the demon Muzan. And then last year she went as the BB from Nier Automata. I went as Sub-Zero. Oh, where do you buy your testosterone? Grant. There's a clinic in town. I get everything from them. They specialize in sports medicine. I do everything through a doctor. You're on gear and you're that small. Yeah, I maintain a weight class, so I compete at 220. And it's not at my age 50. It kind of sucks to be bigger because let's say every 10 pounds of body weight you put on is like 100 pounds on your knees. So I don't really ever want to get bigger than 220. I do want to get stronger though. XGUAPOOO. Have a good workout. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Bro, he's over 50. Like, dude, no, like I don't care if people make fun of me. Yolanda, what's up? Piers, MK677, keep away from that. I've read some studies on it because I've had people ask me about it, and they don't have a whole lot of human trials. It's a SARM. I've heard anecdotally really good things about it, but I don't have any personal experience with it. So all I would say is just do your research. You got to be yourself. You don't care what other people think. Tactical. I'd be a liar if I'd said I didn't care what other people think, but I don't let it affect me or my choices, if that makes sense. Like, I might get butt hurt or get my feelings hurt if someone says something, but I'm still going to be me. You play D&D as well, Dylan. What's up? Yeah, I like Necromancer, but lately I've been hooked on Warhammer 40K. So we haven't done as much D&D. We're still painting the figurines. As a matter of fact, my daughter just got done painting a badge. Your family sounds like fun. Yeah, we actually get along, believe it or not. It's rare these days. What was your best cosplay outfits? Well, the one I bought for my wife it was like custom tailored, a Nier Automata, and spent a lot of money on that. Like the corset's real. She's got a real sword. She has a real sword that she walks around with. And she's got those thigh-high leather boots. Like she went all out for that one. And then for me, my Sub-Zero costume's pretty on point. I got the like custom mask and everything for it. And but I really liked my Tenjin Izui costume. We did the makeup and everything. The only thing is, I didn't shave my beard, so I couldn't quite pull it off. Exercise for beginner bulking. Randy Pyro Sigma. I would say starting strength 5x5 barbell lifting. Mustafa, hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm okay. Any absent Yarrow? This Thanksgiving's been great for bulking. Yeah. Oh, thanks for reminding me. I've got a ton of leftovers I need to eat. Mr. Wayne, how do you deal with the times you don't want to work out due to life getting... You know what, dude? It happens. This is what I'll say. If you haven't been consistently working out long enough to see real good results, then you have to force yourself. If you have been working out long enough and you do have good results, sometimes it's okay to take an extended break, like a month off. Like seriously, I mean, you might even recover. I was watching a podcast from Dr. Mike Israetel, and he brought up you can go look it up on his channel. He brings up a really good argument for taking 30 days off completely from lifting. And as a power lifter, I'm leaning towards trying that out. The only problem is that I don't know what I would do with myself because I get bored, like antsy. I got to do something. Knee. Hola, adios. Knee. I see knee a few times here. You have a wife? Yes. 13 years. Can you tell me the sports medicine clinic you go to in Vegas? The name of it is, hold on, y'all. Shit. Yeah. Let me look it up. Let me do the emails here. US Bank. Okay, so Helix HRT. HELIX space HRT. And you can start with them online too. They do an online clinic as well. And they prescribe everything. And I do mean everything. Shit. US Bank. That's my home mortgage. I'm going to call them today. Good thing I checked my email. Helix HRT. And they're right off of Green Valley Parkway and the 215. But they do it online too. So you can go, you can have access to them. B-Raids. Played a little bit of weight, then trick back into it. Just felt good to mess with a little bit of weight for the motivation. Well, this is what I always say. Like, if you're trying to get back into it, don't go more than 3 days without training. $1 million bad heart palpitations as well. Randy, thank you. Randy Pyro Sigma. I haven't heard of that. I'll need to look into it. It's been 2 or 3 weeks now. For what? $1 million Matt. 2 or 3 weeks for what? You got your last comment. MK677 side effects, mainly with your insulin sensitivity. You can become diabetic if you let it. Watch your blood sugar. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're talking about MK677. Yeah, I really don't know anything about it. I just know that they don't have a lot of human studies on it. You're on the touch list. Thank you, Pro. Have you ever used PEDs? Oh, yeah. I have a 10-inch chopper. Get down the line. Do a shoulder press. Well, I'm doing bench press, so Pro Cala Helix HRT, yes. Bo Knight Show de Bola. Dingle Nut Buttlord. That's a great name. Do you think Hugh Jackman's take PEDs for his role of Wolverine? I would imagine. He's 10 years older than me. Uh, yeah, 100%. Well, is Hugh Jackman's physique attainable naturally? Yes. Did he get his naturally? I don't know that I don't know if we would recommend he did. To be honest with you, I mean, like he figuring he's getting close to 60, or he's in his late 50s, and you know that's how he makes his money. So I don't know. That's one of those things where it's like I'd have to. What's his? I mean, he's legitimately strong. I know that he does. He does deadlifts. He does squats. He does bench. Did you bench that bad boy back there, Ruben? Yeah, I just hit it for 3. Oh, I'm gonna go up a little bit. I want to jump up to 365, but I'm hesitant to because I don't have a spotter. And usually, like what my wife will do is, even though I got the spotter arms, that big football bar kind of pins your neck, so I don't like failing on the lift. All she needs to do if I fail a lift is she just needs to pull up on it a little bit so I can get it back in the rack. Do you think Jake Paul and Tyson fight was staged? 100%. Bench your 6-inch, please. Yeah, not a fan of $1 Million Mat. Not a lot of studies. Yes, yeah, okay. Just looking for more than tests, but no balls to do GH. Well, the problem with growth hormone is it's super expensive. Everything I've been reading, like I was talking to my doctor, and he was even talking about putting me on GH because of my age. But it's a lot of money. Did you hear that people who took Ozempic are now developing cancer? I've heard a lot of bad things about Ozempic. I wouldn't touch that drug for any reason. You use bomb? Any absent Yarrow? I remember back when Ozempic wasn't marketed as a dieting drug. No, it's for diabetics. Procala, I hate going to the gym, but wants the results. Any motivation? What do you hate about going to the gym? What is it? The routine? Is it getting up? Is it leaving the house? Is it that all that above for me personally? $1 Million Mat, super pricey. Yeah, so the thing about GH got though is that takes decades to develop, and those guys are abusing it, and they're also using insulin, and who knows what the hell else they're taking. You know what I mean? Yeah, Millennial Power is the guy to talk to. He's always finding equipment at super, super cheap prices. Yeah, I'm the same way. The reason I got my home gym is because, like, I love training in public. I love the attention. Half the time when I go to this huge Globo gym, I am the strongest guy there, even though I'm not nearly the biggest. And I always get this little crowd of dudes, and they're always asking me, like, hey, can we train with you? And it's just a lot of fun. It's a huge ego boost. I have a good time with it. But it's also a pain in the ass. It's just like you got to get up, and I got to get up at 3 and 2 in the morning to get over there sometimes, or wait in the afternoon when traffic sucks or whatever. And then it's a fight to get equipment. You got to go pee on a squat rack, you know. Otherwise, it's like you look away for 2 seconds and they take it. Um, so there's definitely ups and downs about going to a commercial gym. It's fun to do once in a while, but I much prefer training at home. But a lot of it is like the equipment I started out with to get a good physique was a landmine. I had a landmine, I had a barbell, I jammed in the corner of the room, and I had a couple of plates, and I went ham with that thing. Doo, doo, doo. Top reasons people trying to build muscle. Well, one, probably to attract the opposite sex. Two, probably to present themselves as being tough so that people don't mess with them. In my case, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to get in the USPA Hall of Fame for powerlifting. There's so many benefits to you. You don't have to get like me, but just developing a little bit more of a. I mean, it improves the quality of your life. It'll make you attractive to the opposite sex. It'll change the way people treat you. I can guarantee that. You'll be more self-confident. You'll feel better. There's just something, I can't think of any downsides to it. Are you all natural? No, absolutely not. Green beans. But you can get really damn close. A lot of what I have is genetics too. Like if you look at like I always tell people to look at my earlier videos when I was all natural. Um, and my physique, well, I do look. Well, I'm more filled out now. I got bigger delts, and I'm a little more cut. But physique wise, I wasn't that far off. I still had the big chest and the big lats, um, which that's genetics right there. And people accused me of being on steroids when I was 100% natural. So I don't know. Do you think John Cena's natural? No, I don't, just because of his age. But at the same time, I also don't think he abused PEDs either. I didn't see him as a big juice head. I thought that he was just a big old corn-fed white boy. The one thing that separates John Cena from the other wrestlers and bodybuilders is he lifts like an Olympic lifter. He lifts like a power lifter. He has a genuinely, legitimately strong squat, bench, and deadlift. Squat above 600, bench above 400, deadlift, I don't even know what it is, but he does all those lifts, and he does them with beautiful form. So he's a legitimately strong guy. Said top reason people fail to build muscle. Oh, my bad. Yeah, consistency, 100%. They pick a program, they don't stick with it. They don't stay with it long enough to see results. They train him properly. They get injured. They give up. Or they want instant gratification. They don't see the results they're looking for immediately, or they're comparing themselves to others. It's you versus the guy in the mirror. But consistency is the number one thing. It doesn't matter if you are a shitty lifter. It doesn't matter if your program sucks. The guy who's consistent, who keeps showing up, is going to improve over time. Do you smoke ganja? No, I don't. My wife does. Nathaniel. I have nothing against weed. I think weed's perfectly fine. I'm a recovering drug addict, so I stay away from anything mind altering. Diet's a big part. Yeah, I'd have a hard time believing Cena's natural just because, just his age. But I don't think his physique's blown out either. Like, he's not, like, super ripped or anything. Yeah, here's the thing. The funny thing, pro-cal, about Mike O'Hearn is, as ridiculous as it is for him to claim natural, he's made millions of dollars off of it. Like, he's laughing all the way to the bank, you know what I mean? Do you eat cornbread? Yeah, when my wife cooks it. Nobody believes him. I don't even think he thinks anyone believes him. I think but look how much money he's made. It would almost be detrimental to him to admit that he's on something. The guy's in his 50s. Nobody looks like that. Genetics, I don't give a shit what your genetics are. There's just no one that looks like that, like this at our age. We just don't. Is it impossible? No, but I mean, well, Yeah, Michael Hearn is. I mean, that guy's huge. And he's still putting on muscle mass. It's like, come on. The clinic I use again was Helix HRT. Yeah, it's a business for him. Good for him, man. You know. How old are you? 50. 50. 50. Fiddy. 50. Oh, all right, let's do this. What did Ronnie Coleman say? Everybody want to be a powerlifter. Nobody wants to lift this goddamn heavy West weight. Oh, shit. Ow. I got a question for you guys. I did a lot of the content that I was doing before I started doing live streaming. I was doing illustrating and painting Warhammer figurines. You guys still want to see that stuff? Because I miss doing it. And they told me that I'd be selling out if I stopped painting Warhammer figurines. But then they said if I go back to painting Warhammer figurines, I'm going to lose all my new subscribers. So now I'm like, oh, what do I do? Anybody here interested in that? Because I spent a lot of my time making models and painting. I'm also an illustrator. I've gotten back into professional illustrating. How much steroids do you use? Good Lord. Not that much. Oh, man. You know what sucks? It's a bummer that you guys don't stick with me long enough to like hear the previous conversations where I just talked about this. Like every 5 minutes I get the same question. How much roids are you on? There's a mismatch between when your testosterone peaks and when most will physically peak. What am I missing in this conversation? I kind of like hearing you talk. You aren't clean. I'm 50 years old, dude. What do you want from me? Yeah, great. They was like, you should shrivel up and die. Fuck your dreams. But point, you're in kind of the wrong neighborhood if you think anyone here cares. You know what I mean? Like you're the outlier in this conversation. You know what I mean? Like I don't. What would I like kicking the door open to an AA meeting with a 6-pack of Coors Light and telling them why aren't you pussies drinking? Like, why does everyone care so much about HRT? Well, I think it got, for a while there, nobody gave a shit. Everybody was on drugs. But then they went to a renaissance where they realized that all the people that were trying to sell lifters things, saying, you're going to get huge if you take my supplements, to find out all of those people were on drugs, and then to find out how prevalent it was, the pendulum swung the other way. Now we got guys like the Trend Twins and who's that other young kid that are kind of glamorizing it. Now everybody thinks that anyone that has a mildly decent physique is on enough trend to kill an elephant. And they don't know anything about steroids. They have no idea how PEDs work. They don't know what HRT is. They don't know anything. They don't understand genetics. They don't know anything about training. They just see steroids and they're like, oh, you're evil. And it's a low resolution conversation that I'm not interested in having. I want people to have good information, so I'm transparent for a reason, but it's only for people that are actually serious about having an adult conversation. Like, and I don't need a sanctimonious prick to come and tell me what I'm doing is wrong, because I'm not doing it for you or anybody else. I'm doing it for me. I want to set some records, and I want to stamp my name in history and be one of the best powerlifters that's ever participated in the sport over the age of 50. And I'm pretty damn close. I'm ranked #1 in the world, #2 in the world right now, all federations. Is that going to get me in the Hall of Fame? No, I got to get into the 1700s for a total, and then we're talking Hall of Fame territory. You know, I'm ranked 13th all time, and that's all weight classes. So, you know, I'm not going to like apologize for doing what I'm doing. It's annoying when people talk about things they know nothing about. Yeah, I don't mind people asking. Asking's awesome. But being presumptuous is like, eh. Tommy, you can do it. Drink more milk. Hell yeah, brother. Tommy's in the house. This guy's a beast. Tommy H. One of the best powerlifters I know. He's a man, monster, and machine. Y'all need to check his channel out for sure. Paul Van, you definitely take gear, but you're strong. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to hide that. I don't hide the fact that I take stuff. Piers Diros. People that don't know think you take gear, but well, it's not whether or not you take gear or not. It's like not everybody that's on steroids is on trend. There's a million different compounds that do a million different things, and not everybody that has a good physique is on a lot of drugs either. I would challenge you to go look at Ronnie Coleman's first 2 shows he did in Olympia. He was natural when he did those shows, and look at what he looked like as a natural lifter. And you tell me. Yeah, Tommy's right. And, you know, at a certain point, you get to a certain age, and it's like, fuck that, you know? The Lucky Goat. Thanks, brother. Are those kilogram plates? No, they're not. They're just, the bumper plates are Titan Fitness, and the other ones are just cobbled together from estate sales, and I painted them orange because the plate diameters are all messed up, and I kept misloading myself. So the orange ones are 45, the green ones are 35, and the yellows are 25. Perhaps you could split channels. Genuinely want. Oh yeah, you know that's a good idea. Any apps in your I'll make a second channel. Yeah. Metal. They're all metal except for the 2 big ones on the inside. I was gone for 10 days. Now look at the room. What happened? I redid my flooring. I rehung my heavy bags. I cleaned the garage. I moved the weights. I think Ronnie was on D-ball before he started taking the pro bodybuilder stacks. If you believe what Ronnie said, for the first Olympia he did, he was 100% natural. And then yeah, he went on D-ball. Like that was the at that time in his career, D-ball was like the popular drug that all of them were taking. Darius, it's like he switched corners. Gen X Power. For some reason, my camera's backwards today on YouTube. I don't know why. I don't know why it's posting backwards. The Body Beatdown. Just finished legs and did some jumping rope. There's another stud. The Body Beatdown. He's representing us old fogies, but he's doing it 100% naturally. I would definitely check his channel out. How much weight are you weighing right now? I just weighed myself, and I was 222 pounds, right on the dot. How long do you usually rest between sets? When I'm not talking to you guys, about 6 minutes. Oh, god damn it. Hold on, give me a second here. I gotta chase this chicken out of here. Go, shoot, shoot. gate here. Hold on. All right, that should work. Those little fuckers will sneak in anywhere. I don't know how she fit through that hole. I got one of my, what do you call them? Middle-aged chickens. Well, they're not chickens yet, but they're not chicks. I had a name. My wife called them something. But anyway, they snuck through a hole that I didn't think they'd be able to get through. Dry scooping creatine? Why would you do that to yourself? Naturally worn out too. Yeah, I've been doing too much lately, man. I was gonna take a few days off, but then my wife went to go see a movie with her mom, and I got the place to myself, so I won't have her nagging at me to get offline because I'm spending too much time. What's the key to keeping a long marriage alive? Communication, dude. Gotta have those hard talks. You know what I mean? Like you can't harbor resentment. If there's something bugging you, you've got to say it. And the big thing is like I found with my wife, she wants to be understood, and she wants to know that I'm understanding her. So a lot of times I'll try to repeat what she says to me. It's communication. Every problem that I've ever had with my wife comes down to communication. Josh, what's up, brother? You inhaled it. First ever message, but I've been scrolling shorts the last 2-3 weeks and keep seeing your stream being recommended. Gotta respect the consistency. Thanks, Ty. I'm a little bit of a psycho. How do you have hard talks when they get defensive? I'm going to tell you right now, if you get to a point where you can't talk to your wife, get a counselor. And I'm not even joking. There's nothing wrong with having a third party, impartial party that's going to help mediate, because they'll help control the level of vitriol. You know, if you get defensive and it becomes circular. A common one is, honey, I wish you wouldn't do fill in the blank. And then she immediately comes back with, well, yeah, but you do fill in the blank all the time. And then it goes nowhere. You never discuss what's the issue that's bothering you, and it just becomes this blame tennis match where the ball goes back and forth. A lot of that is you want to avoid statements like you always do whatever or you never do whatever, because that's not true. Nobody always does anything. Nobody never does anything. You could say you're often an asshole, but you're a nice guy occasionally. Saludos de Cindy Costa, Leogar. Oh, my boxing coach is apologizing to me for yesterday. Wow. Yeah, my coach was a dick to me yesterday, and I stormed out of the gym. I had a tantrum. Well, he just said he's sorry. I'll have to call him after I get off the stream. Ty's cool. A-Marks, I'm the wife. Well, hey, dude, men get defensive too, you know. Like I feel like, so she feels, we both express love differently. Like I feel very loved when she makes coffee for me in the morning, or like I never ask her to do anything for me. I'm very self-sufficient. But every once in a while she makes like a little lunch bag for me to take to work, and I just feel so goddamn loved. You know, but she's not that's not how she feels loved. I could buy her flowers, I could bring her jewelry, I could spend all my money on her, and I could treat her like a princess. I could do all the chores in the house, and she'll still not feel loved if I don't spend time with her. So that's how she, you know, and we had to learn that, you know, how each other shows appreciation and how each other accepts appreciation. And once you could figure that out, you could start spending more time on on how they really feel genuinely loved and appreciated. Because I do a lot for my wife. I take care of her. She's been injured. I manage her injuries. I take her to the hospital. Make sure she makes her doctor's appointments. I'll pick the kids up and take them to school so she doesn't have to drive because her back's fucked up. And I'll do all this stuff, and she'll still be mad at me and tell me that I'm a selfish prick. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is the problem? And it's because I'm on YouTube talking to you guys, but then when I'm done, I can't give her 20 minutes of my time. So I had to learn, she wants me to spend time with her. My coach would never, maybe I need a counselor for him. Can steroids increase your muscle mass even if you didn't work out? There are studies to suggest, well, like they prescribe Anadrol to bedridden patients, so that they don't atrophy. So there are studies to suggest that you can gain muscle mass if you don't train. But now the question becomes, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth putting your body through that kind of, everything that comes with it to possibly maybe put on a little bit of muscle mass when you could just start training? It's expensive. It's like this, you know what I mean? So that's the real question. The missus will be forever a mystery. Yeah, no kidding. But communication then unfurls that mystery. Find a boyfriend. What is Gen X on wouldn't do that? But what Gen X is on wouldn't do that. What is he here? What can... So hey, I'm not monetizing this stream anyway, so I'll just tell you guys, I take 200 milligrams of test a week, and I take 100 milligrams of DHB. That's boldenone. I love it. It's an awesome compound. I would consider that high HRT, low cruising numbers. I don't think I would get muscle mass if I didn't train, though. My wife sounds like a spoiled child. I've actually said that to her. It wasn't that great of a conversation. No, but she's, you know what? Here's the thing about it. Like, when I was injured, she took care of me too. I lost the use of my leg. It was in 2022. I was squatting just under 600 pounds. I was kicking ass. My numbers were shooting through the roof. And I did something where I cut off my sciatic nerve, and I lost the use of my leg. I couldn't walk, as in I couldn't get up right now and go to the kitchen. I had to learn to reuse my leg again, and it took about a year of physical therapy. And she was ride or die for me the whole time. So she is spoiled. I work, she stays at home with the kids, but she takes care of the house. I don't know who's got the easier job, to be honest with you. Is the juice worth the squeeze? J-Rad, absolutely not if you're not lifting. No point. Yeah, I would agree with you. I try to be soft in my answers, though, like I don't want to come off as judgmental. Vic, what's up, Mark? I don't know who Mark is. Let's see. E-Rev, I thought about a boost pack for myself in physical therapy I'm about to get into. Fused neck. That's a tough one. If it's fused medically, you still want to get as much range of motion as you can. So physical therapy is definitely important. Love is never having to say I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but there's reality, and then there's this. Yeah, when you're with somebody for as long as we've been together, it is in a lot of ways a business partnership. The romance wore off a long time ago, but that doesn't mean we're not still very attracted to each other. But you ever heard the term familiarity breeds contempt? You do the same thing day in and day out, and you just get used to the same people and the same routine, and it can be very easy to take that for granted. And I think that's a trap that a lot of people fall into. They don't take time to cultivate friendship. It's like, yes, we work well together. Yes, you're my business partner. You handle the bills. I go to work. We work well as a team. But do we really take time to appreciate each other? And that's what falls by the wayside a lot of the times. And it's good to have conversations like this because it reminds me as a man, like, hey, when's the last time you showed that appreciation? And it's good. It's good to have these conversations. Yeah, taking care of the house is a full-time job, especially when you have kids and chickens and you got a garden and we have a pool. And, well, I take care of the pool. Whatever. uh, Women want attention, want together time. They have their phones in their faces the whole time or want you to watch programs you care nothing for. And I'm not even going to lie to you, body beatdown. I, she got mad at me and wanted me to hang out with her. So what did I end up doing? We were watching anime on the couch and I fell asleep. And then when I woke up and I was like, she was very appreciative that I spent that time with her. But I was like, well, what are you getting out of that? Like, I'm just sitting there. Like, she's like, it shows it shows me that you care. Okay, fair enough. I'm bulking up, brother. Trying to make 270 pounds. Stevio from Chicago. Hey, that's my home state or hometown. I'm in Vegas now, but I'm from Chicago. It's the little things that matter. It really is. E-Rev, I try and tag my wife all the time. I'm 40, she's 31. I catch her every now and then. Yeah. Yeah, time management, buddy. Do you think it's possible to rekindle the romance that was the beginning of the relationship years later? It is. So if that's your intention, pro, here's what I would do. If it's me, this is just me. I would tell her. I would literally sit her down and say, I want to rekindle our romance. And she's going to probably say something like, oh, you're full of shit now, or whatever. But you state your intentions. And then from there, you start doing little things for her, like buying her flowers or whatever, chocolate. You start doing those little things, but you've already stated your intentions. You've already planted that seed. You've put that thought in her head, whether she's willing to have that conversation or not. And then you got to do your part, you know? Breaking down walls that have built up sometimes requires a little bit of demo work, you know what I mean? I'm lucky that I've never had a girlfriend or even talked to women I'm not related to. Women scare me. Any absent yarrow. You're missing out, brother. I know it sounds all bad, but we're gregarious by nature, and there's a reason why we need each other. But they are a pain in the ass. Ties. My dad always said, you're comfortable with someone when you can be alone together. Yeah, absolutely. Can you do stupid knacker? I'm not sure what that is. How do you stay motivated? I've been at the gym for 5 weeks now, finding it hard to get back into it. Just go. Do it now. Just make yourself. You have to. If you're off for 5 weeks, you've got to get back in the habit. And make yourself do something physical every single day. Whether it's a set of push-ups when you wake up, just do it. Just quit thinking about it and do it. Attraction is a must. Vic, 100%. I 100% agree with you. Good. Have you ever seen an overweight 300-pound fat guy with love handles turn in the opposite shredded muscle 12-pack? Yes. Absolutely. And over the age of 40 on more than one occasion. Now, are you talking about, look, if you weigh 300 pounds and you're 40 years old, are you going to look like an Olympian bodybuilder? Probably not, but you can look great. I got 2 divorces. Maybe it's me. You know what? It's funny you say that because, like, if you look at, like, I have this saying that wherever you go, there you are, meaning you can't run from your problems. When the problem's you. But I always tell people, like, if you keep having problems with women or friends or whatever, what's the common denominator? It's usually us. There's a good foundation when menopause hits. Menopause is rough, man. So my wife, Christina, I'm actually having her go to the same clinic I go to, HRT Helix. And because she's in what would be considered perimenopause, and they have hormone replacement therapy for women, and it helps big time. Not only can it help with that little bit of padding you guys put on when you get to a certain age and your estrogen levels start going all different directions. It can help get that little extra, and it's not going to bulk you up and make you big, but you can get nice physique out of the gym. But it also balances the hormones, which is the number one issue that women have. And this is coming from her now. I'm not the guy expert. She tells me this stuff. Why, if they have hormone replacement therapy for men, why not women? That's what I asked. And then the clinic I went to was like, hell yeah, we do women. Oh, well, there you go. And she's working with her doctor. Her primary care physician actually is the one that got the reference for her to go to it, so the insurance would cover it. So it's all copacetic. It's not under the counter. It's not back alley. It's legitimate, the motivation is useless. It comes and goes. It's discipline. 100% right, Ties. Gotta have the discipline. If I didn't train when I felt bad, I would never half the time train. Dwayne, what you say is correct. The bars in your head are a lot harder to escape than yeah. Everywhere you go, there you are. All right, let's see if I can do this here. I kind of waited a little too long. I got 360 pounds on there. 315, 25, 35, 45, 55. Yeah, 360. I got no damn chalk left. My daughter was using it to draw. She was like drawing on the driveway with my gym chalk. All right. Come on, baby. Well, shit. We just keep going. It's a little easier than I thought it would. Come on, baby, light my fire. You're huge. I saw lighting. Yeah. True word. You do the mirror thing. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I always shrink when I stop doing a proper routine. Yeah, but you still retain those muscle cells. So that's what you ever notice, like when guys stop working out for a while and then they start again, they kind of blow up pretty quickly. That's that muscle memory you talk about. Yeah, E-Rev, if you're out of here, it's good talking to you. Amaretta. Nope, still going, man. I was going to take today off. And Christina went to a movie with her mom. As a matter of fact, I gotta keep time on the clock here. Because I think she wants me to pick my daughter up from school. Daughter's at chess club, so she gets out late today, like 5 o'clock. But since I had time, I was either going to paint Warhammer figurines. I have all my custodies set up. But then I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do a live stream. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. You work out twice a day. Lately I have been, Joshua. I've been way overdoing it. I need to knock that shit off. I'm going to start competing for competition here soon. Once that starts, fun time's over. I'll become a really regimented lifter. And you guys get to, if you stick with me, you get to go through that whole process of getting ready for a meet. 12, 13-week cycle. I have 3 blocks. One's conditioning, one's training, and one's peaking. You get to go, you guys can go through that with me if you want. He would shrink too if he wasn't juiced to the mines. Clever. You're in the wrong neighborhood, Owen. I think I saw a coach televised 15, 20 years ago. Bob, what are we doing for bench press? I'll call you afterwards. Joe, you ever do Zerchers? Yeah, I love doing Zerchers. They're fun. Level Up Trucking. Well, there's one more just on GP, my guy. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. That boy, what's up, bro? What caused your sciatica? So, I originally had a really bad accident where I got 48 stitches across my L5 on my back. Not lifting related. And I lost feeling inside of my body. Like you could stab me in the ass with a knife and it would tickle. That's how, but eventually feeling started coming back through physical therapy. And once I started getting feeling back, I noticed that my muscles had twisted my spine to where I had a curve and bad posture. And I'm just a mess in my hips. So when I started lifting, lifting corrected a lot of those issues. But what I wasn't doing was the support lifts. I was doing a lot of barbell squats, but I wasn't doing a lot of the physical therapy lifts. And what happened over time is my piriformis, which is the muscle that goes right across the gluteus minimal, and it's responsible for the articulation of your leg in the outward direction, had become so tight. The sciatic nerve runs from your L5 roughly through your hip joint, and the piriformis and the rectus femoris were so tight that it pinched the nerve off, and I had to go in there and separate it with deep tissue massage, which was brutal. I have a bulging disc. Yeah, that can. It all stems from the spine. So you got to figure out where your nerve is being pinched off and then attack it from that location. Offhand, if I would say you have a bulging disc, depending on what grade it is, I would start with an inversion table or Jefferson curls. You all natty, Dirk Diggler, that's a cool name. No. Roll on a tennis ball on the floor. Yeah, that's helpful. Yep. Goodness, so sorry for all that. Yeah, it was brutal, man. That which does not kill me disappoints my mother. No, I mean makes us stronger. Is it pro cala? Is it harder for taller guys to look more muscular? Well, yeah, because you guys think about it, your muscles are stretched out, they're longer. Like look at LeBron James. He's a beast. Like if you look at his build, he's a tank, but he's so tall that he doesn't look filled out like say Ronnie Coleman. How many reps? What did I get? Was that 3? My boy is Captain America. Hell yeah. Does the D-ball offer any lube to those joints? I don't take Dynabol. I don't know if that's a compound that would be good for a 50-year-old. Dynabol, yeah, I would stay away from that. If you're over the age of 40, you shouldn't be messing around with that. Hello from Ukraine. What's up? Vic Chavez. I've seen Tiger Woods bench 480 pounds. You know what? For some reason, I don't know if I'd be surprised by that. Is Dianabol any good or bad for the body? I don't. I've never taken Dianabol. I use DHB, which is a Boldenone. So I mean, I know people that use it, and it seems to work. They're huge. Uh, yeah, I know you, Dwayne. I know you've asked, but I don't. I really don't know. Like, I don't know like the what the efficacious amount is to take. I don't know how long you should take it for. I don't know what the side effects are. I don't know what it aromatizes into, what it breaks down into. I don't have see. I've never looked at the long term studies. I don't know anything about the Annabelle. Sus 250 Sustanon. Yeah, Sustanon's good. I mean, it's just a testosterone mix. So it's got fast acting esters and long acting esters, and it's just mixing them all together. I mean, at the end of the day, testosterone's testosterone. Unfortunately, doesn't want to do any requested covers anymore. Amaretta, have you ever heard of Doug Young? Yes, I think I know him. Let me see. Let's see. When did he pass away? He died in 2005. Did I meet him? I want to say I met him. No, I didn't get to meet him. That was after he passed away. They were doing a legacy show and they featured him as a lifter. That's what it was. Who was my inspiration to start powerlifting? I started training with this guy named Alan Ayerts, who would be like a Doug Young era lifter, and he had him and his wife were training at the Express Fitness in Henderson, this little tiny gym. And if you look up Alan Ayerts, Aerts, him and his wife Bonnie are both multiple world championship powerlifters. And they also they trained with a guy named Dan Martin, who used to train with Ed Cohn. So I was with powerlifting royalty, and I didn't even know it. These were just some old farts at the gym I was working out at, and they took us in, and we started training with them, and then I became really close to them. Alan unfortunately passed away. I did get to meet Ed Cohn. He's a hero of mine. Dan Martin's still alive. He's still refereeing. He's in his 80s. He was competing. I haven't didn't see him compete last year though, so he might have finally hung it up. But he was competing into his 80s, and I just had all these awesome old school lifters, and they'd tell us all these stories, and I just loved it. I just got into it. Oh, we got here Angry Vet, timeout carbs. So Angry Vet should be about losing his mind right about now because he's training to compete bodybuilder. Then I know he's losing his mind because I was trying to have a conversation with him the last live stream and he wouldn't answer a single one of the things I said to him. It's like he was talking to himself. Ed Combs from Long Island? That's super cool, man. I think Ed is the best power lifter ever. You can make the argument John Hack is. What advice would you give your 24-year-old self? Don't ever touch cigarettes. Uh, what advice would I give myself? I would, the advice I would have given myself would be to figure out why you have such low self esteem and a huge chip on your shoulder and address that because that's what held me back is the way I was at a social anxiety and I had a really hard time being around other people. I was really aggressive and angry. And if I would have figured out why that was at an earlier age, I could have been a lot more successful than I am now. But that being said, is slingshot a bad thing? No, I love the slingshot. I think it's an awesome tool. Here's the cool thing: is like there's metrics to suggest that as your slingshot bench goes up, your regular bench goes up with it. So it has a really, really good trickle down effect. So think about what the slingshot is doing. It's giving you assistance off the chest, so it's giving you a little bit of a boost. But you're handling the weight. So if you unrack 500 pounds, you're still handling 500 pounds. And it's 500 pounds right until about 3 or 4 inches off the chest. And then maybe it drops down to 430. But you're still getting that full range of motion, and then you're still pushing through. So the slingshot is a tool. If you use it right, it'll make your 1 rep max go up a lot. Is there an age? I have a couple of them. I've got the Mad Dog one. I bought the Mad Dog one to prove how weak max was. I wanted to show the world that I could just throw the Mad Dog on and hit 500 like it was nothing. I hit 475, but I couldn't quite get 5 plates. I was so close. I gave it 3 attempts. I almost got it. I'd be terrified if I had to fight you. I can hold my own, but I'm a softie. I really am. I am the last person you have to worry about. I bet you can bench press a tank. I do okay. I'm okay. I'm a decent bench presser. Like for a power lifter. Well, I guess my age, my numbers are elite for my age, but they're pretty pedestrian for power lifters in general, like the open division guys. Like, so I'm hoping this next competition I'll be able to finally hit 400 on in competition. But there's guys that are my weight class competing in the open division that are hitting 500 plus pounds. You know what I mean? Nothing but a dope head. Hell yeah, Joe. 45, lost 40 pounds of muscle in the hospital. Having a hard time gaining weight. Ooh, that's rough. 40 pounds? Vic, it might be a long road to recovery, but you'll get it back. You just got to start training. Look, you got to get yourself in the mindset of like, this is where I'm at now. Forget about what you had in the past. Because that's when we get injured, look, when I lost use of my leg, that set me back an entire year. I had to learn to squat again. But that's what I focused on. I didn't focus on what I used to be able to do, because the tendency is to try to push yourself too hard to force yourself to get back to where you were. Don't do that. Just, this is where I'm at now. You're going to do progressive overload from where you're at right now, and it'll come back. It will. I'm Death Goku 2. That's a cool name. I'm strong as hell. I'm 17, I'm fat, and I still got my strong biceps. It's good genetics, baby. I have full bore. I want Mad Dog. Yeah. It's been a year. You're right. Well, no, hey Vic, don't be afraid to reach out to me on Instagram. You know, like you're the type of person who my target audience is if I had one. It's guys that are going through it and need help with physical therapy and rehab. That's what I would like to say I specialize in, more than just slinging heavy weights around. Beans channel, me 9. Darius D, what city you from? I grew up in Chicago, but I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Dude. Hans Amuman is a pull-up god. Beans channel, New York City. Yeah, Vegas is awesome. I always tell people, if you're ever in Vegas, look me up. We'll hang out. We'll go train together or something. But nobody comes out here anymore. It used to be, because I live in Vegas, I couldn't keep people away. They'd be like, hey, we want to come visit you. Yeah, no, you want a free hotel. That's what you want. Did you watch F1? Yeah, I helped build F1. It's like Disneyland. Yeah, it is getting that. Jesse Porter, for the 100th time. I'm doing 200 milligrams of test a week on 100 milligrams of DHB, which is boldenone. Ugh. So annoying to have to answer that question every 5 minutes. I wish I could post it at the top of the chat. Like, this is what he's on. Is it possible to build muscle with just calisthenics? Yeah, as long as you do progressive over. You follow the same principles of progressive overload. Something has to increase. The weight or repetitions or intensity or something. You got to do more. Can it get to a point where it's untenable? Yeah, it would make more sense to just add resistance training. I think so, but if you enjoy calisthenics, I see no reason why you can't have an awesome physique from it. Unicycle. Yeah. Andro is hard to find. Andro. Are you talking about Anadrol? The HRT clinic I go to, Helix, they prescribe it. I recently got caffeine sensitivity. Can you say more about that? That'd be interesting to hear about. Best pre coffee. What do you what are the downside effects of caffeine sensitivity? Androsterone. I don't know about that one. Semper Fi, B drop. Sandy Lacoste. Hello from Argentina. What's up? That usually happens with any time release supplement. Interesting. Would you consider caffeine a time release supplement? Or are you guys, so when you say caffeine and sensitivity, are we talking about taking caffeine like in a pill form or drinking coffee, or what are we talking about? Devil Dog here, 0313. Vic. Oh, so you're a jarhead? Is 03 so 0313, is that automatic rifleman or what? Because I was 0844, field artillery fire direction controlman. Then we got a B drop. We got a 0311 from 38. Is that Hawaii or Okinawa? 38. There you, God damn it! I know we've deployed. I'm trying to think. Are you guys Hawaii or Okinawa? I think what he was meaning that while he's taking whatever he's taking for juice, he's experienced headaches and things of that nature for side effects. Ah, okay. Oh, LAV 25. Hell yeah. Okinawa. Okay, that's what I knew it was one of those two. I only we went to Okinawa when we were on Westpac. I was only there for a couple of weeks. Josh, I rarely can use caffeine anymore because of my sleep. I still have trouble sleeping like 5 or 6 hours a night. Yeah, I know. I'm probably the same thing, but I gotta have my coffee. Johnny Cage, blah blah blah. Less yapping and let's see the lifting. Headaches while he's drinking coffee. MCRD 1993. I was 94. I want to say it was Platoon 1189 Charlie Company. Uh, Over there by the grinder. All right. Let me take a piss real quick. That's my only advice. No charge left. Thank you, Della. was 370. That was pretty easy. Should I go up? Let's see, how much time do I got left? Thanks, Johnny. Not bad for a 50-year-old fart. You think seals or rangers can hang with Marsoc? I can't say that. I'm not allowed to say that. But yeah, probably. I mean, they're all, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of Marines go to Ranger school. Hell yeah, Josh. Lifting weights makes you stronger. Yeah, Rangers are badass. Thank you, Jalissa. PJ Max. No, it does not make you gain weight. It helps retain water. Are we talking about creatine? Creatine is a weight gainer. I had to look up. So here's the deal about creatine. My wife is a microbiology student. It's her major. She goes to UNLV, and we did her. I helped her write her. I'm a chemistry guy, so she did her one of her term papers on creatine, and it's interesting. We dug into a bunch of studies, and it directly affects the ATP cycle in the cells, which is how the cells produce energy. So creatine will give you like an additional 5% ability to push more, which means more weight, more reps, whatever, and that translates to more hypertrophy. It's not anabolic in the least, but it does have the added, if you want to say, benefit of fluid retention, which makes people look bigger, and they like that. Yeah, it is weight. Water weight's weight, but I mean, it's like, you know, you could. I wouldn't call it static weight. Repairs muscle tissues. It definitely helps with that. My recruiter literally told me to hop off creatine, Angel, when I was in the delayed entry program about to ship out for boot camp. Yeah, so because you were overweight on a waiver, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised he didn't have you do a water cut or something stupid like that, which I don't like, because that just immediately comes back when you're hydrated. Voodoo woo woo, you Ron Coleman. I love Ronnie. Any side effects to taking creatine? None that I've experienced. I've heard people say it gives them bloating or whatever. I don't know. I think that's nonsense. Best protein brand. Go buy yourself some chickens and take care of them. And then when they start laying eggs, eat that shit. Were you in the military? Yes, I was. I was a jarhead. How many times a week do you like to train? I try to do something every day. Lately I've been overdoing it though. So 3 days a week is my program. And then we box 3 days a week at Artist Boxing Gym. We do fight training, and that's like my cardio. But I also like to paint Warhammer figurines, and I'm an illustrator, so I do artwork, and I like to take days to do that too. Thanks, AZNEE, Asney. It's not a important. Devil Dog, hey, 1MOS, 0844. Field Artillery Fire Direction Controlman, big guns, 155 millimeter howitzers. You're weak, bruv. I can at least spell. I think you meant bro. That's spelled BRO. What's your score on your ACFT? What's the ACFT? We had the ASVAB. Did they change the test? Can you show? Yeah. Hold on, yeah. So I have videos too on my page. Right now, these are just the I flip the camera. These are just the ones I'm working on. I got my custodies. I got a bunch of paints that I just opened, and then I got some Eldar, and I got my salamanders, fire drakes, and then over here is the ones my sons are working on. He's working on those, and then my daughter's got her skinks over here. And then I got a bunch on open ones. Like I got tons, like all these boxes up here are all figurines, and it's my giant pile of shame. And then in the house, I have a display case where we have all the finished stuff, and it's got like I got a 5,000 point army of salamanders, battle sisters. I got let me see here. My son and I were gonna have a painting competition. And I told him he had to pick a faction that neither of us have. So I'm going to do Commander Farsight. And he's going to do Shadow Sun. And then I got a whole bunch of... I got... Not custodians, but Grey Knights. I got a shit ton of Grey Knights I got to paint. The problem is I go to the store and I see it. I have to buy it. I'm like, oh, I want that. And my wife's like, don't you have 100 of them you still need to paint? I'm like, oh. Yeah. Oh, ACFT, Army Combat Fitness Test. Okay. Yeah, that's not Marine lingo, but he's a tank. What's your max bench press? All time, my biggest with a slingshot was 475. With raw was 425, and then that was 370. I just hit for. Did I do that for a double or three? Did I hit 3 reps? You'll get it right eventually. How old are you? 50. You aren't natty. No shit, Dennis. Super cool. I'm subbing. What are you weighing right now? Thank you. Welcome, Johnny. I weigh exactly 222 pounds. I compete at 220, so I'm a little overweight, and that's okay. Like I'll sometimes get up to 230, 235, and then right before competition, I'll do a water cut, just so I'll have that little extra on game day. Thank you, Savvy. Hola, Jesus. Brianna, what's advice to someone who's thinking about joining the military? Just be in good enough shape to... They give you like a basic requirement. Like I think for the Marines, what is it? 5 pull-ups. You got to be able to run a half a mile in what 6 minutes or something stupid like that. Or is it even? It might even be more than that. And like what is it? 50 sit-ups in 2 minutes. Like something like basic fitness standards to where you might not be in shape, but you're in shape enough to do the training. So I'd say just try to get in good general shape. Don't worry about being a bodybuilder or a powerlifter. Just don't be overweight. And even if you are overweight slightly, they'll get you. You're going to get in shape one way or another. The Marines, all the services need good people across the board. That the problem is we can't find good people. They keep doing stop loss. They keep trying to get old farts like me to come back. Yes, at the age of 46, they sent me a letter and a $70,000 bonus to come back. And I was like, really? You want my old decrepit ass to come back? We need good, motivated fucking people to represent this country. And we were lost in the weeds for a long time, but I'm hoping now that Trump's back in office, maybe things will change a little bit. I did a push-up once, never again. What are you collecting? Those were Warhammer, 40K. 70% of recruits fail because of conditioning. Right, yes, but you don't need to be retarded about it either. You don't have to be like an Olympian. Danny, what's up? My body was greatly out of shape. They made him a sonar operator. My buddy, yeah, sonar operator, yeah. But he still had to get through boot camp. Do at least 60 sit-ups under 2 minutes. Yeah, that's still, I mean, that's pretty, think about that. EKM3. What's up, man, my brother? I'm thinking about joining the Army. I'm going to tell you to be a Marine, but I don't have a logical reason to say that. I mean, we have the slowest promotion rate, the lowest pay, the shittiest gear, but we're awesome. Ooh, damn, you lost your hand. When you were doing contractor work, are you talking about because I was going to go to the Middle East to work for Saudi Aramco as a contractor, but it was because I had experience working in chemical plants, and they needed people that knew how to operate heavy machinery in an industrial environment. So when they say contractor, there's like contractor, like Jason Bourne, and then there's contractor, like hard hat, tink, tink, you know what I mean? I collect bad habits. Matt C, another jarhead in the house. That's for the ego, hell yeah. Oh, we absolutely have the best uniform. There's just no fucking ifs, ands, or buts about that. You got Navy SEALs looking like they're on a box of fucking Crunch and Munch and shit. Yeah, in the Navy. My sister was in the Navy, her husband. I got Navy's, hey, Navy's good. I was benching. I'm at my top set right now. I just hit 370 for two, and I think I'll go up a little bit. Agent 47, yeah. You were 1345 at one point. I don't know what that is. That's an Army MOS. Which state you live in? Nevada. You look like Hulk Hogan. That sucks. Do you play any instruments? Yeah, I'm a drummer. I got a drum set in the garage. I was thinking about making you guys suffer through me banging on some pie tins for a minute, but then I'm like, nah. Okay, how much time do I have left? 4:26. Let me text the wife. Well, the problem is if I text her, it's going to screw the phone up. Marine heavy equipment operator. Okay. I go by Eastern time. That's right, you're in New York. New York City. Oh no. See, I got 370 on there right now. I guess we go up to 380. Josh, did you ever get that video recovered? Yeah, I don't know, I practice the drums a lot, but I don't know if I'm that good at it. That's the story of my life. I do a lot of stuff that I'm not that great at. I do boxing, but I'm a punching bag. I guess I'm a pretty decent illustrator. Max goes by Easter time. Fat pig is always guzzling chocolate. Damn. Do you take song requests? Yeah, but I gotta learn the song. You know what I mean? He's reading this. I doubt it. Actually, nothing would surprise me. My PR was 305. You do that with one hand. Hey, strength is relative, my friend. It's all about... There's always somebody stronger, you know what I mean? The guy I lost to at Worlds could bench 100 pounds more than me, and he was in my weight class. Like, Jesus, what do you do with that? I've been traveling for 2 weeks, and I'm going home now. Hell yeah. Where are you traveling to or from? Darren, what's your go-to bulking food? Been like 170 for 4 years. This is what I tell hard gainers, and a lot of people disagree with me on this. I understand why, because it's controversial. But if you're having a hard time stuffing enough calories down to where you just can't eat enough food to gain weight, you need to start hogging down shit like candy bars and ice cream and cookies and, high calorie, low dense food, or, like a donut. Calories per amount of food is huge. And then I don't like dirty bulking. I like to just exceed my caloric needs to where I slowly gain weight over time. But now this is why you can't listen to me. Because I've been 220 for 10 years. So I'm hulked out in this frame at this weight. I have not tried to exceed 220. I've gotten up to 230, 235, but I've always cut back down to 220. I've gotten as light as 198, but I've always ballooned back up to 220. So I've been at 220. So can you really listen to a guy like me who hasn't really had to struggle to gain weight? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm the best person to get advice from. I understand the principles of it, though. Caden Stuff, what's up? Max stalks me 24/7 now because I posted a pic of him and blah. That's funny. Went to Oahu. Oh, cool, man. What kind of leg work do you do? If your knees are bad. Well, so if your knees are bad, well, first of all, what's making your knees bad? Do they hurt? Do they have physical damage? Are you missing tendons? Have you had surgery? Like, what's bad about your knees? Shahit, what's up? Lost Hino. Holy man, you're big. Very D. Maraj. Alu Akbar. Jack Matt. What up? I had a great back and arms workout today. Awesome. Dwayne. Hoorah. Arthritis. Well, what I would recommend for arthritis, unfortunately, like, there's just gonna be knee sleeves. First of all, I have the Gym Reapers knee sock for just training on days where I'm not really lifting heavy. Compresses. I got a size smaller than I need. It just gets nice and comfortable. When we get to a certain age, your knees are just gonna hurt. Full range of motion. You really want to get the full range of motion on your knees, and things like knee extensions, sissy squats, one-legged split squats, anything that's going to get you full range of motion. You don't need to go super heavy. Yoga. Matt C. I'm from the Big Island. Went to Oahu for Thanksgiving. I got married in Oahu. Oh, shit. Yoga, hell yeah. I do it with the wife. Oh, shit. I'm trying to decide here. 4:32. All right, I gotta pick my daughter up. That gives me like... All right, here's what I'll do. I'll make this my last set just because I got to pick my daughter up at 5. Yeah, any kind of real like stretching where you want to extend all the way out and all the way in, and you want to have some kind of resistance, whether it's lightweight bands or ankle weights or something. Yeah, it's 4:33 here right now. Mukbang live stream. You know what? I have a hard time watching people eat. It disgusts me. For some reason, just watching people put food in their mouth grosses me out. I don't know what it is. Like, some people really like that. They like to watch people just stuff themselves. But if I'm the one doing the eating, that's a different story. Mukbang would be epic. Oh, Jose's back. Yeah, he's nothing if not persistent. Uh, what's funny is I haven't banned him. I just keep putting him on timeouts. Hot dog eating contest. Jose would love it. Hell yeah. Yeah, there's something about when people stuff themselves. People like watching it. I don't personally understand it. I like ramen noodles, like not the packaged kind, but the actual like go to a restaurant ramen noodles, the big ass bowls. They got like all the eggs and the whatever meat you like. The grizzly gulper. It's about getting ripped and jacked and peeled and stacked and yoked to the rim. You have to prove it. You have to perma bulk. You cannot ever give up. I don't like it too heavy. It's too hard on the knees. You get to a certain age and you're like, yeah. Yeah. I told Betamax that he should do mukbangs back when he was an aspiring influencer. I mean, he's practically doing it. He goes to Popeyes I haven't watched any of his videos lately, but he was going to Popeyes all the time. But you never saw him eating any of it. What kind of diet do you have? I do intermittent fasting, 18/6, and then when I get to my window where I can eat, I usually have a nice, normal 3-course meal or something we normally cook together as a family, and then throughout that time I'll also snack on stuff. I eat a lot of eggs. Canada or America? Well, I have to pick America because I'm American, but we love our Canadian buddies. I work with a lot of them. Uh, he's too self-conscious to eat on camp. Zero, peep the flag. Oh yeah, I got my John Heck signature Captain America wrist wraps. Yeah, how am I supposed to keep bulking? It's starting to hurt my budget. Dude, the struggle's real, man. Peanut butter's cheap. Max's teeth look like picket fence. He's got a smile like a jack-o'-lantern. uh, can you speak to your fast specifically? Yeah. The human body, after usually about right on that 12 to 14 hour mark, goes into what's called autophagy. We'll start releasing hormones, signaling a wonderful thing that happens in the body where we'll start scavenging like damaged lipids and cholesterols and bad stuff in your blood, and it'll start reusing that. So fasting actually helps clean you out. It's great for people that have digestive issues. It's awesome for people that suffer from things like cancer. Um, Mod who? Middle East Beast is a legend. Mod him. Okay. If you guys say so. As long as he understands the program. What is somatropin? What does... let me look that up real quick. Make sure. Injection used to replace growth hormone, natural hormone produced by your body. I'd have to do some research on that. That sounds like it has a medical use, but for what specifically? Like, so I know they give it to kids that suffer from pediatric issues, but what would it do to an adult? I don't know. I'd have to look into that. That sounds scary. You got a 5'10", 155 pounds, just ate 2 pepperoni pizzas for dinner. I bet your toilet's gonna love you. Do you know this flag? No. What is that's not Iranian, is it? Red, green with a gold star in the middle. EKM, I'll make you a moderator, but I don't want you just banning people if they're making fun of me or talking shit. We're free speech here. No? No to him? Why? What's up, Matt? Talk to me. You are an anti-gravity machine. Yeah, he's been regular on my channel. I've never had an issue with him. Hold the pizzas in longer. I'm not gonna unblock Jose this time. I want you guys to all pile on this guy. Make him feel welcome. I'm gonna hit this, and then I gotta go get my daughter. I'm gonna pick her up wearing this too. She's gonna be so embarrassed. Cramp it up a little. Ooh, that's not good. I'm not drinking enough water apparently. Ooh. I think guess we ended on a good note. That kind of hurt a little bit. Whew. 440. All right. We don't mind the queer-ass flamer stuff. He gets a little over the top with it. Yeah. Oh man, that kind of hurt a little. Nice view, thank you, Z. I'm really afraid. Jose, there's a reason I didn't ban you. I just put you on a timeout for 5 minutes. It's because I couldn't read the chat because all I saw was you commenting. 1, 2, 3, 4 Navy, tell me what you waiting for. The Undertaker. I specialize in gay. Yeah, you're alright, dude. Is it realistic to lose 9 kilos in 2 months? I don't know. That seems a bit excessive to me. A-Marks, this chat cracks me up. Yeah, we got a bunch of children. It undulates in waves between like serious conversations and just a bunch of goofy dudes. Jose is going wild. Yeah, he does. Joe N, what's going on? I'm just finishing up. Socially Fun Gamer. Do you train every day? Just for a small while longer, I have the time to do what I'm doing. But pretty soon, between work and I'll be starting to train for a competition in March. My training's going to become really regimented, so I won't be able to do stream every day like I have been. But right now, I'm trying to do it as much as possible because I've been getting a lot of awesome subscribers, and I'm trying to get to that 5,000 mark. Yeah, he's steroids. Viral, you've been on my streams for what, a couple weeks now? How's this news to you? Like, what competition? USPA, where we got a local competition here in March. I want to try to set some records for the 50 and older lifters. Right now I'm ranked 2 in the country for total amount lifted. So my total is second in the world right now. I'm one in the United States. But more specifically, if I get in the 1700s, my total, I break into Hall of Fame territory. So I also want to, did I get the USPA state records for 50? Yeah, I did compete last year. So I already have the state records. You're mad I'm not sharing. Well, I did actually put my clinic out. Burstmaster, what's up? Helix HRT. Are you a famous fighter? No, I wish. New Mr. Olympia? Not even close. Random edits? Yes. Short answer, yes. Helix HRT. It's a male clinic, and you can get everything I'm on from them. It's going to cost you, though. They're a little pricey. How old am I? 50. Sufficer? Are you talking about Cephist? Cephist is awesome. Thanks, A-Marks. I appreciate that. Yeah, Cephist hit 650 pounds today on a squat, and it looked like it was warm-up weight. Holy Nutman. Yeah, yeah, so I do, yeah, I'm going to do some Warhammer painting. Even if I don't put it on live stream, I'm going to record it, and then I'll do like a fast motion video or something. What is my weight? 220 pounds. I don't know. I've had a couple people tell me I should compete in masters bodybuilding and that I would mop up just as I am. We'll have to cut a little, but I want to get this gut issue of mine fixed first, the diastasis recti, and I've already seen a surgeon or surgery consult. I mean, I wouldn't have to fix it to compete, but it just, I don't know. It's just like I want to, like, the bloating I get from dietary issues. I want to get that under control before I'd even consider bodybuilding. All right, guys, I need to go pick my daughter up from school. I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you on the battlefield.